Hey, how y'all doing? That is Easy Work Box. I'm about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what to do. Got to give a shout out to the champion of the world, still undisputed, even though I was watching Fire Hype, and he lost from what they was going round by round to Jack Catterall. He was knocked down and more. So shout out to Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall before I go into what I'm saying. But I got to go in and talk about Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. says things sometimes, that make you not want to ever listen to Gary Russell Jr. again. Gary Russell Jr. just was talking about, the fact that his brother Antuanne Russell is going to fight Victor Postol. And for some reason, I don't know why, he decided to go into the fact of, Terrence Crawford is considered the pound for pound fighter of the world. So what is that going to say? What is it going to say when my little brother goes in there and fight Victor Postol and he dismantled Victor Postol? That's going to prove that they're going to show y'all something about my lineage. They're going to show y'all something about the Gary Russell family, the name. Gary Russell, stop it, bro. First of all, Terrence fought Post about 7 years ago. Post done lost since that time he done lost to Terrence Crawford. That ain't gonna prove nothing about your lineage or nothing. I just posted this on Fire Hype too. It's gonna be a good win for your brother. Shout out to your little brother, Gary Antuanne Russell. But it ain't gonna prove nothing about no legacy, no, none of that with the Russell name. It's only gonna prove that your brother beat um, a more seasoned. And when I say seasoned, I'm talking about the salt been on there for a minute. The seasoning been on it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He been dipped in batter several times. So it ain't gonna prove nothing that your brother went out there and beat a credible opponent in Victor Post. Gary Russell Jr. needs to stop with what he be doing. But also I want to say this too. This shows, like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, I say some racism in boxing, even though y'all know I don't, nobody's talk no racism, but racism stands in boxing. It stands in the world. It's funny how Josh Taylor can get knocked down over there in Scotland, lose from some people's eyes, even people who has watched the fight live said that Josh Taylor lost. He's a champion. They still give him the victory. But Gary Russell Jr., which I was going in on Gary Russell Jr. by them losing to the guy Mark, losing to Mark. I was going in about him losing. But he fought the guy with one hand, didn't get knocked down, and he still lost. So that kind of shows y'all, how shaky boxing is, and how, dirty it is on the fact that Josh Taylor eye, they say, is busted. He got knocked down. He still came out in victorious. Got a point taken away from him and all. Yet he still wins the fight. That didn't happen to Gary Russell. In my opinion, what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say that he won or lost. I just was saying that it just seemed like he wanted to make excuses before the fight even happened. But it's funny that he couldn't lead with his title. It just show you, there's a little bit of biasness in boxing. I just had to say that. But Gary Russell Jr., please stop saying crazy stuff out your mouth. It's not going to mean anything if your brother beat Posted. It's not going to mean that your brother can beat Terrence Crawford or your brother's a better fighter than Terrence Crawford. That was years ago. So it won't matter in today if your brother beats Victor Posted. It's Easy Work Boxing. Thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. I'm out.